Are you concerned about falling? In the next year, 1 in 4 seniors will experience a fall. Do not allow yourself to become a statistic. Tai Chi is proven to reduce your fall risk by 58%. Classes for all abilities are available throughout DuPage County. Tai Chi. Exercise for life. Exercise for you.
And tap below your collarbone. Middle of your sternum. Side of your ribs. Okay. Right. So hand massage. So with the emphasis on the very tip of your finger and around the base of your fingernail, you're going to massage your thumb. Remember, as you do any of this massage, it wants to be comfortable and you want to be pressing as vigorously as you choose. However, you do not want to be twisting any bones. Okay, so you feel bones twisting, you're grasping too hard. So we're stimulating the skin, the fascia, the flesh, promoting blood flow, promoting energy flow. We're also stimulating internal organs. So the thumb is our lungs. Next one, onto the index finger. Your index finger is your large intestine. If you were here yesterday for the horse form, we use that combination in one of the movements. The yin and the yang pair of organs. And next one. Middle finger, we should know this from when we find the center of our palm, the pericardium. Also connected with our intuition. Next one. Ring finger is what Oriental medicine refers to as the triple warmer, and Western medicine refers to as the interstitial. Regulating movement of fluids and energy in the torso, regulating heat, or regulating temperature, I should say. Next one. And switch hands. And so the small finger, sorry, was heart and small intestine. So each one is as energy flows from the chest to the hand, and the hand to the head. The tips or our fingers are junctions between energy channels. And it's a place where we do tend to get blockages, which is why this is so important, and the emphasis on the tip of the finger and the base of the fingernail is important. Get next one. Next. Somewhere typically around 30 seconds to a minute is good. But basic premise is to do it as long as it feels good, as long as you think you're getting benefits of it. Don't get hung up on how long you spend. Next one. If you don't have a lot of time to spend on massage and things like this beginning part is really good for your hands. Next one. If you want something quick to do for your hands, you want to do this massage of each finger, and then the next part, the tapping part. Like this seems to be really, really effective at helping your hands. Yeah, and then, so the second part would be to gently tap the webs of your thumbs. So this tapping part stimulates a set of points called the 8 ghosts. And the 8 ghosts are responsible for keeping your fingers healthy. So the massage of each finger and then the tapping of the 8 ghosts. You're stuck for time, do that. Good. Now the webs of fingers. Now it's really important on this one that the fingers rub up onto the back of your other hand. You're doing this, you're not going to hit the 8 ghosts. The webs of your fingers. It's one of the things that I'll do at various times, especially if it's been cold out and like your hands are cold. This really helps to warm them up. And so interlace your fingers and roll your wrists up. So we're doing little bits from various routines, some from rejuvenation, some from the 12 points tapping, some from my opening movements. Remember, there's a lot of this stuff is like Lego. So, you know, you can build your Lego up into one specific thing, but then you can take it apart and you can build it into something else. And so a lot of Qigong is like that. Change direction. Let's take the building blocks that you have and put it together the way that you need it, the way that you want it. Now there are some sequences that are very, very specific. And gently push one wrist up and then the other. Remember, in any of this, we do not want to be jarring any of our joints. And nod your wrists. And as we move through this, probably one of the most awkward things is figuring out how to position your hands to do what you need to do. And there is no real answer to that. Okay, now we're going to take one hand and we're going to go between the bones of the fingers, and we're going to go from the wrist down to the web in those valleys, and you're going to massage between the two. Now, primarily on the back of your hand, but you can also do the palm as well with your index finger, or however you're doing it. Okay, we want to try and break up any stagnations in primarily the sinews. Give us movement in the hands. Right, between the index and the middle. Good, and this is where the hand position thing comes out. So I generally flip over between the middle and the ring. Or sometimes I'll put it on my leg and just do the top of the hand. So how you do it doesn't matter. That you do it does. And between the ring and the small finger. And then supporting your one hand, that hand with the fingers of your other, thumb on the palm, and massage over the palm of your hand. Try and make sure that you get every part of your palm. So I have a tendency to do the fingers of both hands because that's what you're using to do the rest of the massage. And then I tend to stick with one hand. But either way is good. Whether you go back and forth or you stick with one, doesn't matter. Right. And now massage your wrist. So remember this, the massage of the fingers stimulates the well acupuncture points, the hand, the spring, the wrist, the stream. And we move on to the forearm, the river. And so as we do this, we are stimulating lots of energy channels, lots of acupuncture points. The lung, the large intestine, the pericardium, the triple warmer, the heart and the small intestine. And then we go on to the elbow, the C points. So the energy builds as it flows. It bubbles up in a well, merges into a spring, flows into a stream. Streams come together to form rivers, and the rivers flow into the sea, and that's where it delves deeper into the body, which is why massaging the elbows is so good. Nice. Now take that hand, make a fist. Notice where your middle finger touches or should touch your palm. So pericardium on the finger, so we're touching pericardium 8. Open your hand up, place the thumb of your other hand on that spot. And you can hold, press, massage, whatever feels good for you. Some people like to breathe into this spot. So they'll visualize the air coming in through their nose, down into their belly, down into your lower dantian, your lower energy center. And then as you exhale, you visualize the energy coming up, down the arm, out of your thumb, into your other hand, up your arm, and then back down into your belly. You visualize circulating energy around. Now, if you get comfortable with this idea of visualizing where your breath is, you can change the inhale. So you can change the inhale from your palm up your arm and down to your center. So that you imagine that your breath is inhaling from your palm up your arm, down your body into your center. The exhale is from your center up your body, down your arm, and out of your thumb. Now, obviously, your breath is actually going in and out of your nose to your lungs. However, the visualization is the movement of energy that you want to circulate around your body. And shake your hands out a little bit. Okay, put that arm forward, other hand on the front of your shoulder. So we're going to tap from the shoulder down to your palm. Turn your hand over, back of your hand. You're going to tap up the back of your arm to your shoulder. Exhale to your palm. Inhale to your shoulder. Exhale. Inhale. One. Once we complete this one, we are going to smooth. So from the front of your shoulder, smooth down to your palm, turn your hand over, smooth up to your shoulder. Exhale to your palm, inhale to your shoulder. Exhale, in. One more. Yeah. And then switch hands. So again, we're going to go from the wrist down to the web, primarily on the back of the hand. And index and middle between those. And between the middle and the ring. Again, whichever way you find the most comfortable to do them. And between the middle, now between the ring and the small. Interesting piece of trivia. If you cut off your thumb, you no longer have a middle finger. Good. Right, again, supporting your hand, massage your palm. Trying to get every part of your palm. Again, the position of your hands. And your wrist. So we have 6 organs that begin or end in our hands. And we have 5 points with the well, the spring, the stream, the river, and the sea. So that means on each hand or each arm, you're stimulating 6 energy channels, 5 points on each. That's 30 different acupuncture points you're stimulating. as you do this. So if you do both arms, you got 60. You do your legs, you got 120. And that's a third of all the commonly used acupuncture points. So it does cover a lot. And these 120 are the most used. The others, not so much. And elbow. And shake it out a little bit. Again, make a fist. Notice where your middle finger touches your palm. Open your hand up. Place the thumb of your other hand on that spot. And hold. And again, hold, press, massage, breathe. Whatever feels good for you. And put that hand out, palm forward, other hand on the front of the shoulder, and tap all the way down to your palm. Turn your hand over, tap all the way. Exhale toward your hand. Inhale, back. Exhale, in. Now you don't need to keep your arms straight as you do this. So as I do this, I bend my elbow a little bit so that I'm not stretching. I've stimulated and opened the points in the elbows. So that's good. One more. I'm not quite sure how many I've done. And now we smooth down to the palm, up to the shoulder. Exhale to the palm. Inhale to the shoulder. Exhale. In. One. One. Good. Now there are other things that we could do with our hands and our arms. Let's all right, so let's move on to the feet. So you're going to take one foot and you're going to massage your big toe. So we're basically doing the same with the feet as we did with our hands. Again, the tricky part is how do you get what you need to get at? Good, next one. Next one. Good, next. With your toes, you're supposed to massage as firmly as you can. Ideally, firm enough to create an expression on your face. And the last one. Now I do go in a slightly different order out of convenience. This because of the way I do it, and I have my foot up on my leg. Next thing I do is massage the sole of my foot. So again, I support my foot and I use one or both thumbs to do that. And occasionally you may find a splinter in the sole of your foot. Right, and then, so you're going to scrunch your foot up, so like pulling your toes down, and so that you create a point that pulls up more than other. So if you think about the kidney-shaped ball of your foot, it's right in the little indent. So again, you are going to hold, press, or massage this spot. This spot is the equivalent to pericardium 8 on the palm. This is kidney 1. This is what we stimulate when we stretch the sole of the foot and we tap our foot. And you can do the same breathing pattern with this if you want. Good. Now grab hold of your toes. You're going to move your toes back and forth. Good. And then pull your toes back again to stretch the sole of your foot, and then take a fist and tap right on that spot. So this is the same as tapping the ball of your foot on the floor. Remember, when we do that, the more you stretch the sole of your foot, the better. Now, for regulating high blood pressure, you're going to take your foot and you're going to have a cupped hand. And so you should feel that if you cup your hand, it fits right into your instep, leaving a space between the palm of your hand and the sole of your foot. And so your toes are pulled back a little bit. Good. Now I like to place my foot flat on the floor, and we're going to massage from the ankle down to the web between your big and your second toe. And between your second and third. And between your third and your fourth. And between your fourth and your fifth. And then massage your ankle. So you should be thinking ankle. That means that we are on the stream points here. And then your shin and your calf. Particularly your calves. If you are feeling stressed, massaging your calves and getting your calves to relax is a great stress reliever, especially if you are having a flight response to whatever is stressing you. Like, again, how you do it doesn't matter. I like to use my knuckles on my calves and really give them a workout. Right. And then your knee. Remember, running all over your knee. And then massage the back of your knee. One of the things I do when I do this one, which I don't really say, is I use my thumb on the spot on the tendon above the kneecap to give that bit of leverage. So then you're hitting that spot and the spot on the back of the knee. I like to find ways to multiply what you're doing, get more in. Good. And then the two little indents, either side of the big tendon below the kneecap and on the big tendon above the kneecap. And again, hold, press, massage, whatever feels good for you. Good. And then just a bit of a rub. And then switch. Again, massaging the toes. Firmly. They say that you die from your feet upwards. Furthest point from the bottom, from the heart. Hardest to get blood to and fro. The better you can keep your circulation, longer you'll maintain your health. Right, next one. A good sign of good Circulation of a strong heart is hairy toes. This is where you want to be a hobbit. The hairier your toes, the better the circulation. Blood is the irrigation. Good, next. Next. I'm sure some of you out there are thinking about little piggies when you do this, and your grandkids. Good, and the last one. Good, and then massage the sole of your foot. Again, quite how you do it. Again, I sometimes like to use my knuckles. As long as you're stimulating it, that's what counts. And again, squish your foot up, find that spot at the back of the ball of your foot, and press. And then grab your toes and move your toes back and forth. And pull your toes back and tap that spot. Yes, cupped hand and tap 50 times. Good. And then massaging between your bones of your foot from the ankle down to the waist. Next one. Next one. Next. And massage your and your shin and your calf. And your knee. And the back of your knee. Get 2 spots either side of the big tendon below your kneecap, one on the tendon above, and again, hold, press, massage, whatever feels good for you, whatever combination feels good for you. Good. And then just give your legs a little bit of a rub. So that's what I felt like doing for my hands and my feet today. As I say, there are lots of variations on that. Most important thing is do something. So thank you for joining me this morning.